You're listening to the Very Serious Crafts podcast.
We're very serious crafters.
And we craft very serious crafts.
Very serious.
Hey, Chicago! On Saturday, January 26th from 1 to 3 p.m., we will be hosting our first live show at the Harold Washington Library Center, the main branch of Chicago Public Library. We'll be recording an episode live before doing a fun make and take craft with all three of us. Please note that this program is for adults only and registration is required by visiting chicagopubliclibrary.org. We can't wait to see you.
Hello, and welcome to episode 19 of the Very Serious Crafts podcast. I'm Haley from Red Handled Scissors.
I'm Heidi from Hands Occupied.
And I'm Mollie from Wild Olive. Today we'll be talking about our crafty New Year's goals and resolutions.
Hooray!
Happy New Year today!
Yeah, Happy New Year, guys.
I like celebrating these holidays just a little early.
Yeah, it's true.
It's
we
November
record about a
29th.
month early, so we're just projecting how we will be feeling.
That's right.
And I'm feeling pretty good about the upcoming year.
Yeah, by the time this comes out, it's going to be like, we're going to be like relaxed and it won't be deadline time.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
We're going to make it.
Yeah. One more month. Sorry.
Oh,
It's all good.
you have to take a little joy where you can.
Exactly.
This time of year when you're a crafter.
Yeah, because it's just like, well, I think even if you aren't a crafter, that like the December calendar is always full, whether it's with events or deadlines. And so when you hit that between Christmas and New Year's thing, there's just, it feels like you need to just stop everything for a while. And I like that. Yeah.
Yes, me too.
And then that new like calendar page that you flip and it's just all like, everything's going to be fine because there's nothing, it's a fresh start, which is a lie. But
I mean, a complete and utter lie, but
yeah,
whatever. It's
but
fine.
in the moment, it feels like, yay. And then,
So
reality
good.
hits. And
Well, yes, but we're living in denial.
Yep.
Living
Exactly.
in denial. Yeah. So I did something really fun this week.
okay.
What's up?
I went to, do you guys know who Alan Cumming is?
The
Yes.
Yeah, the actor.
Yes.
So he has a club in the East Village, and they have a knit night every Tuesday night at Club Cumming. And I've been meaning to go for a while at this point because, well,
That's so cool.
yeah. And so it just so happened that on Tuesday of this week, my friend Amanda, who designs ugly Christmas sweaters, was scheduled to speak. Like, they have a speaker, I think, most Tuesdays, if not every Tuesday. And, like, someone talking about their creativity. Mm-hmm. And so she was talking about the design process of her ugly Christmas sweaters, which are probably the ugly Christmas sweaters that everyone in the world has seen in basically every store and all over Amazon. Mm-hmm. She designs it's on Amazon, you can find them as Blizzard Bay.
Okay.
And so there are a lot of them. And so she was talking about that, and it was just really fun. And they bring a light to every table with knitters. And
nice.
so you can see, even though it's like a bar environment, and there's usually a giveaway. So that's a raffle. So if you buy a drink, you get raffle tickets. And it was the most chill knit night I have ever been to. I immediately felt so welcome, and it was just really fun.
That's awesome.
So I had been utterly...
I feel like I have 100 questions to follow up on this, mainly because it just excites me so much. But the first question I have is, and I may have heard this at some point, is Alan Cumming a knitter? Is that the connection, or what what created this knit night at his bar situation?
Honestly, I have no idea, but it's run by, I think it's hosted by 2 different people. The woman who is hosting when I was there on Tuesday is named Brinny.
I think she's their, like, consistent host based on what I've seen on their Instagram, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm under that's the impression I'm under.
Okay.
And so I know that she is basically a domestic creative goddess. And, like, we geeked out about the shirt that she had sewn with ridiculous and amazing 80s ruffles on the front. Like,
Yeah.
so she, I think, makes all the things. And, you know, it was just, I had been so intimidated by, because the club is like this sort of cabaret meets vaudeville sort of feel. And I'd been a little bit intimidated, even though that would totally have been my scene like 10 years ago or so. But it was way more welcoming than any other knit night I've been to in the city.
Yeah.
I immediately felt comfortable. It was a really interesting group of people. It was really, really fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I first heard about that knit night on Instagram, I think because Josh Bennett, I don't know if you're familiar with that knit designer, but he's like really hot. And so I
think he's the other host.
Yeah, I feel like he's like a major part of it. But I know that they've had him like shirtless on the posters. Like, oh, I'm shirtless and knitting. Like, that's like apparently
well, it
his
also
gig.
is club coming.
Yeah.
There seems to, generally speaking, be fewer pieces of clothing than you might have at other bars.
I bet it's really fun, though.
It was really fun, and you guys, if you happen to be in New York on a Tuesday, we should go because it's really fun.
Yeah. I would go for that.
And Mollie's gonna go get really drunk.
I am
does
positive.
that every day. Just kidding. Mollie doesn't drink at all. I'm teasing.
Mollie doesn't drink at all.
I shouldn't.
Because can you imagine if this is what I'm like? If this is what I'm like sober, can you even imagine? Oh boy,
You would
that's
have
a
so
mess.
many good ideas for craft projects.
I would almost pay to see that just so I could write down whatever it was that you said.
Oh dear.
I'm just putting it out there. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Bad ideas. Bad ideas. Okay.
Well,
Moving
speaking of
on.
bad ideas. Speaking of bad
Moving
ideas
right along.
that we're totally sober for. Actually, this is a good idea. I lie. So this good idea is that I got another tattoo yesterday, and I'm getting one today.
What?
Wow. I didn't know about the today one.
Yeah, it was just a weird scheduling coincidence.
Are those 2 tattoos related?
Nope. Not at all.
Same tattoo artist?
Nope.
I
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Okay, to tell us.
Well, I haven't gotten tattoos in a few years, and then I was wanting to reward myself at the end of this year for like drastically improving my lifestyle, like having generally a better sleep schedule, mostly cutting out alcohol. I'm no Mollie here. I will have a beer if I ever end up at Club Coming, but like, so just wanting to celebrate like taking control of my body and like living a better lifestyle. So my like carrot at the end of the stick, as well as carrot in my mouth. There's some kind of connection joke there, but I can't come up with it because I'm not that clever. Sorry.
I'm so confused.
Anyway, geez. So got a tattoo yesterday. Getting one today. 2 different tattoo artists. Their reward for taking better care of my body. The end.
I kind of like the idea of adding decoration as, like, icing on the taken care of it cake.
Yeah.
The carrot
Also-
cake.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes.
There we
Speaking
go.
of what
I
I'm
brought it
putting
back
down.
around.
They're like very permanent merit badges.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And I have to consider all of mine in that context, and it makes them even funnier.
Just get like a tattoo of a Girl Scout sash across your entire torso.
Oh
and just
my
add
gosh.
I'm
to it.
positive someone has that.
That's got to be a thing.
If not,
I have all the
like,
thoughts.
take that idea and run with it, somebody.
Yeah. I do think that,
Send us photos.
like,
Yeah.
like embroidered merit badge style tattoo would look kind of cool.
I think it would look really cool.
I'm not into
I
the
like
tattoos,
that.
but I think that would look really cool.
We're going to get you into tattoos and alcohol and just be pentagons.
It could have
Sorry,
a
I'm just in the
pentagon
mood to tease Mollie today.
on the tattoo. You could,
yeah,
I
but
could
it would
get,
have a little smiley face like your embroidery.
this is what it's gonna be. This is a terrible idea. Where is this conversation going? But this is what I'm
don't
thinking.
know.
So you take me drinking, and then I get the tattoo merit badge for the drinking, and it has like a little pentagon on it with like
Holding up the drink.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
a pint glass with the pentagon on it.
On it. Yeah. That works. Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice. I like that.
I love it
I
when
see
we
what
come
you're
up
doing
with
here.
good
And
ideas.
it's got cross needles in the background, like sewing needles.
Yeah.
Just to make it all the more crafty.
Definitely.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
I
glad
love
we've
it.
had this little talk.
Yep. I love our idea tangents.
Oh boy.
So speaking of carrot cake,
Yeah.
it was your birthday, Molly.
It was my
Yes,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
belated.
Yeah.
29 again.
Exactly. Forever. The thing is, I feel way closer to 29 than my actual age, which I refuse to disclose publicly at this point.
I mean, I know what it is, and it isn't that dramatic.
No, it's not
not
that
at
bad.
all.
It's not that bad. But it just doesn't, like, I don't feel like my actual age. So why tell people my actual age? But no, so I made myself a birthday cake on my birthday, which a friend of mine has a real problem with the fact that I make my own birthday cake regularly.
Oh, I do every year.
I just never, it honestly wouldn't occur to me to say, hey, would you make this cake for me that I want? I want to make the cake. I enjoy
mean,
it. Yeah. And
yeah.
my sister and I have been watching the latest episodes of Great British Bake Off on Netflix, or Great British Baking
Yes,
Show as it is in
me
America.
too.
Yeah. And
Kim
so
Joy. I love Kim Joy.
I love her. But I haven't gotten to the end, so don't spoil it. I have a couple episodes left.
I won't.
Unless that just spoiled it. But I'm not going to
It did
even
not.
think about it.
I will
Okay.
not say if it did or did not.
Okay. So when I watch that, I get in a super bakey sort of mode and mood and all of that. So I was baking my cake, and I decided I wanted a tres leches cake this year for my birthday. So I'd never made one before, and it starts with basically a sponge, which if you watch the show, you know that this involves getting air into you like whip up the egg whites. That's your leavening agent, basically. It's got some baking powder in it, but that's what gives your cake lift. It's a whole process. You go through the whole thing. So I put it in the oven, 35 minutes. And then, because being distracted for me is like breathing, I left the cake, did not have a timer with me, and I let it be in for too long, and I ruined it. It was okay inside, but it was all like crunchy on the outside, and I had to bake it all over again, which was so sad. But again,
You ruined your sponge.
I know. It was terrible. And I felt like the people on the show who are like, oh, well, now I've got to start over. And you're like, you can't start over. You don't have time. And that was me, but I did. I started over because I had more than 15 minutes to bake a cake that normally takes 8 hours. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching Bake Off last night. I accidentally watched the last 2 seasons out of order. So I've already finished the one that you guys are watching. And I was sort of in denial about not having Sue Perkins, who is my favorite. And so I hadn't watched the one before. So now I'm watching that. And just as my husband and I were sitting down to watch it, this piece of mail arrives. So I'm ready to like sit down and chill and watch Bake Off and like have a very calm evening. I open this box And inside is this beautiful custom piece of art that is a piece of memorial art for my cat. And so I'm ready to relax, but instead burst into like sobbing grateful tears. My friend Amanda, the same person who was doing the sweater evening at Club Cumming, had commissioned this piece from an artist named Juliet Ames, who makes largely jewelry, but also like frameable pieces of art with pieces of broken china or like plates.
Yeah. That is
ceramics.
So cool.
That's really
And
special.
it's awesome. And it's based on a photo of Simon. It's really clearly him. But the best part about this piece, I think, is that somehow she managed to find this plate that has lace, like knitted lace, all over it.
It's so perfectly you.
And it's gray knitted lace, and Simon was a gray cat. So it's this white plate with gray knitted lace on it, and he was gray and white. And it's maybe the most moving handmade gift anyone has ever given me.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so it's only tangentially bake-off related, but it made me think of it.
You could eat
that's perfect.
carrot cake off of Simon's face.
I could.
That's
It's
a bad
true.
idea. That's a bad idea.
I probably won't since it's framed and behind glass.
Well, then it's actually probably
Whatever.
more safe to eat off of it. I was thinking that the art would get ruined, but if it's under glass.
I mean, that is a fine point, and it is entirely ceramic. So
Oh,
I
boy.
probably wouldn't hurt it, but I think it's moved beyond that.
Yes,
function.
I
A
think
little bit, yeah.
I think that might, nah, we won't have you do that.
No. So now that I have once again brought up my dead cat, which seems to be a habit, I'm probably going to stick with it for a few more episodes, guys. So
Do
you
it.
just have to bear with me.
That's
it.
perfectly fine.
All right, deep breath. Let's talk about New Year's resolutions. Specifically, crafty New Year's resolutions.
The
Tis
best
the
kind of
season.
New Year's resolutions.
I know.
And they don't generally involve carrots, so that's exciting.
I mean, they
I
could.
mean, I could see Mollie stitching a really cute carrot with the little smiley face.
I have done that. I mean, I can't say how cute it really was, but I have made multiple carrots with faces.
I have made multiple carrots with faces.
Yep, that'll be on our Instagram next week.
Wow, yeah. So, on today's episode, we're going to talk about crafty New Year's resolutions in a couple of different ways. The first area that we're talking about is techniques we'd like to try, and then things we need to organize.
Always.
So we're going to start with the fun. We're going to start with the fun before we get to the organization, although I organize for fun, so
Yes, she does.
it's true. So I'm pretty excited about that second one. But on my list of techniques to try this year, I think the first thing that I'm going to dive into is botanical illustrations.
So you can draw carrots.
Exactly.
I could. There we go. And that will be my first project. Maybe carrot flowers.
Yeah.
And now I have the king of carrot flowers.
I was just gonna say you have to listen to Neutral Milk Hotel while you work on it. It's a requirement.
Exactly.
Neutral Milk Hotel is a band, and they're really great.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we just solidly dated ourselves as aging hipsters. That's a thing that just happened.
Yep.
So I'm not going to sing to you, but I am maybe going to draw carrot flowers. And I'm really excited. I I think this was one of my New Year's resolutions last year, if I'm honest, because I have had this book that's apparently going to teach me how to do it, called Botanical Drawing in Color by Wendy Hollander.
Ooh, good name.
That has been sitting on my desk for probably a year. Oh, wait, no, only since July. Amazon has just informed me of when I ordered the book, since I'm looking at the listing. And so I've got that on my list, and I've already got my, like, is it Faber-Castell? Do you know?
I think it's Faber-Castell.
I've got my Faber-Castell colored pencil set already, and I'm really excited because I taught myself how to draw a few years ago, and now I'm ready to move on to maybe some more realistic drawing, just for fun, just for me.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah. So that's definitely on my list. What do you guys have on yours?
I am specifically going to be trying to make less. Partially because I haven't talked about this on the podcast or super publicly yet. But I was diagnosed with arthritis throughout my body. Multiple locations, don't need to go into all the details, which I tend to do because that's how my brain works.
Yeah, mine too.
And hence our friendship.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been like 6 weeks since I was diagnosed with it, and like I'm already like contractually committed to a bunch of like work related making things, but I'm specifically supposed to be spending less hours making, which is great.
Which is super when you are a professional craft designer.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm going to, because I can't help myself, like need to do something creative and channel that creativity, because there's only so many like yoga classes I can go to pass the time that I normally would spend hours a day making.
Right.
Anyway, I'll stop wringing my hands, as it were, and get to the point, which is I need to make less things. So I want to experiment with some different techniques, such as like maybe some punch needle, which I think is on all of our radars right now.
Yeah, we kind of have to. We've been talking about it since literally the first episode.
I think
is
so.
that true?
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, at least very early
Yeah.
on. And I still haven't tried it yet. So
I still only have my one failed attempt, so I think Heidi is charged ahead a bit more, but yeah, it's on the list for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so we really should.
yeah. So I'm just going to play with different techniques, see what makes my hands hurt and not hurt, and continue to try to be really creative with doing as much designing on paper or digitally, and then having sample makers help me make it. Because I don't think there's any reason that an arthritis diagnosis in my very early 30s, there's no reason that it shouldn't completely like sideline my entire career, right?
Right.
Right.
I can get creative, but I also think I want to explore other mediums too, because this might, if I try to be positive and focus on, like getting more into or improving like video skills and podcasting skills and such, and photography, like that's also fulfilling to me and a little less hard on my hands. So crossing my fingers that this will all work out as usual.
I mean, that's all you can do.
Mine, I have it's constantly growing, my list of things, but like they've seen if you're listening to this, you can't see my list of growing things, but Haley and Heidi can, and they're probably going, you're never going to do all of these things. But I really would like to learn how to do cable knitting, because I have I never, my grandma taught me how to knit, and she wanted to teach me how to do cables, and I felt intimidated by them at the time. And so now that she's gone, I've always regretted not learning from her. So I feel like that's a thing that I need to learn. So maybe this year will be that. And then I've also recently gotten very excited about the idea of corner to corner crochet, which I've never done before, but seeing some of the like pixel art, like designs with that has made me go,
Yeah.
I want to create designs with that. I guess I should learn how to do it.
Yeah. And corner to corner is a really nice place to start with design, because once you like explain how to do like corner to corner, it's really just doing a grid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to worry about so much about shaping and like some of the more fiddly bits of design.
Yeah.
So I think it would dovetail really nicely with your skill set.
I think that it would be fun. So I don't know. How about Haley, you got some other ones here that you want to work on, or is that like botanical illustrations?
I mean, I may just decide that botanical illustrations will take over my life, but assuming that, I mean, maybe I will do botanical illustrations in punch needle.
Ooh.
Maybe it will move into, actually, that could be really cool, now that I'm thinking about it.
I like that.
I could see that working out.
Yeah.
But I also want to, I guess this isn't a new skill, but it's an area of design that I would like to explore further, and just haven't really taken the time to do it since I've been writing cross-stitch books for the last few years, and I have been focusing on that kind of stitching design, but I would kind of like to do a deeper dive into blackwork embroidery. And I really like how it looks. I think it's interesting. I like red work and blue work, which are essentially the same thing, just different solid single color embroidery, but with sort of geometric stitch patterns.
Yeah.
And I really like how they look. I think it will be fun. I want to play with doing a self-portrait in blackwork and have like the different features, like, because I have like bold looking dark hair bob, and so I think that I could do a really interesting stitch pattern for just the hair and like have each different aspect be sort of guide that challenge, and I think that would be really fun to do.
And I think that because you have, well, Mollie, you have this as well, the Snow White complexion, where you have the fair skin and your eyebrows and your hair are so dark, I think. And also, like you, Haley, in particular, you have these very dark eyes that are very piercing in a good way. That I think would work really, really well.
Yeah, so I think that would just be a fun thing to play with, and it's sort of like definitely working on a grid, but also in a different kind of creative way than I have been for designing cross-stitch patterns. So I think it would be fun to play. I don't know if it will end up as work that I do, but I just want to explore it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have saved a few blackwork embroidery patterns that I go, that would be something that I would like to try, and it has never quite made it to the top of the list, but it's beautiful stuff that you can do with it. So I look forward to seeing your exploration of that.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
The other thing that I want to do more of, which is kind of a throwback to the very first couple episodes of this podcast, is continuing to try to improve my sewing, because I'm still not very good, but I can squeak by at this point.
I just did a squeak by
once
on
you've
something.
got the basics, it's just practice.
I just need, actually, this is a question for listeners. If anybody knows of, and maybe you two know the answer to this, but straight pins that maybe have grips that are a little more friendly for arthritis pain for the hand, because it's pinning that actually hurts my hands the most. Fun fact.
I do actually have a suggestion. There are, I think Dritz makes them, several companies make them, but there are straight pins that have like larger sort of flat plastic ends instead of the small balls.
Yeah.
So I think some are flower shaped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or different things like that, and those are a lot easier to grip in place.
Yeah. And like for me, especially, it's the pinching that hurts. And if I have a pin with a flat head, I can slide it out with just a thumb.
Yeah, I will definitely. Well, I'll put a link in the show notes, but
Cool.
I will show you what I'm thinking of, because they are they would definitely be like finger movable in a way that like glass-headed pins just aren't.
Yeah.
You could also do like T pins.
Yeah, like the pins you would use to block or dissect a frog.
Yep.
Or that.
Both of those things. True.
I've got a super normal brain. Super normal brain.
I think we've already established that we are all extremely normal and serious crafties.
Definitely.
Very, very.
That's funny.
So what else is on your list, Molly?
Yeah, so I would like to do some more weaving. I've done a little bit of weaving, just like I think probably very early on in the weaving trend. I took an old like a baking rack that was my grandma's, and I wove on the baking rack, which is very difficult because it's rigid, but it came out very cool. And so, but I haven't really done anything since then. And I just picked up Weaving Within Reach by Anne Wheel. Wheel?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got that. Yeah.
I got it. Yeah. So I got that from my library. Yeah. I was very happy to find that just sitting there on the shelf, and I went, yay! So I got that. And then I've also been following this person on Instagram. Her name is Amy McKnight, but her Instagram handle is Ms. Loom Weaver. And I'll put the link in the show notes. But she has been doing some really fun weaving things, and she has been making her own pin looms with like push pins, and even making like jumbo ones. And she has things where she's made scarves and like bigger pieces just by combining her smaller loom pieces. And I find that to be very inspiring.
Cool.
Yeah, and
That's
I mean,
cool.
she's done some wall hangings with like the loopy bits coming off of them, that kind of style, but also just flat weaving and different patterns and stuff that way. So I think I need to do a little bit of that just for fun.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
I'm really excited about the idea of seeing your aesthetic, Molly, on something like weaving. I think that could be really interesting.
I feel like it might come out very different from all the rest of my aesthetic, because sometimes when I change to a different medium, my style shifts a huge lot. Like it's because it creates a space for me to show off something that I don't feel like I could do with more of my kawaii stuff. Like, so less pastels and cute, and a little bit more earthy and woolly, and I don't know though. So we'll see.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
Diving into something new and not knowing exactly where it's headed.
Yeah.
I like that.
That was latch hook for me. And I still definitely want to do some more latch hook if my hands cooperate.
I'm giving them this look.
Get it together.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you at least did start with posture in mind for latch hook, so hopefully you'll be able to get to a place where you can do it.
Yeah.
So friends, how about we talk about my very favorite subject in the world? Do you know what that is?
What, Haley?
Ooh, I know.
Molly?
Making giant crafty messes. Wait, nope, that's me. Sorry.
You screwed it up.
No, boo. So, I want to talk about organizing things and our plans for organizing things in the new year, because bestowing order upon basically anything is my very favorite thing to do in the world. And I'm not even being sarcastic there. It truly is my favorite thing to do in the world.
The ironic thing is that, Haley, you probably, if you were ever a public librarian, you would be miserable, because the entire job is trying to just keep up with the chaos, like, as it comes.
No,
you would hate
thanks.
it. You would hate it so much.
No.
I did just suddenly think, what would it be like to organize your craft supplies? I mean, obviously you've got like craft books and things that would make more sense, but a Dewey Decimal System for craft supplies.
Oh no, Library of Congress system would be far superior, Molly.
Okay. I've always been a Dewey fan just because he's just an interesting sort of dude, but Okay, Library of Congress for the craft supplies.
The librarian has weighed in. Like,
Anyway.
in organization techniques that are not related to obnoxious decimal systems. Obnoxious to Heidi, beloved by Mollie. I'm going to go ahead and not weigh in because I'd probably like to make my own.
Yeah, you would.
Fair.
So I have had this big idea for, I don't know, it's been sort of hanging out on the back burner of my brain for probably a year or two, but I'm finally going to do it. I have this Polaroid zip printer, which if you haven't seen it, is like this very small, like business card size printer that works with your smartphone. And it isn't my favorite thing because the colors seem a bit off to me. Like it is in theory so much more exciting than it turns out to be in reality. So it's just sort of been hanging out because I can't quite figure out what to do with it. And so I have had this epiphany. I am going to use it to organize my fabric stash.
This is interesting.
I'm going to finally go through all of my fabric bins, and I'm going to make sure everything is folded in the same size and shape so it all fits in the bins properly. And before I put each cut of fabric away, I'm going to snap a photo and print it and write down on the back what the yardage is and what the fabric is composed of. So, like, cotton, 3.5 yards, with a visual of what fabric it is, and I'm going to hang it on the outside of my fabric bins.
This is like sushi Rolodex level genius.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited.
You could put them in a sushi Rolodex, and you could also label it which bin it's in and like which stack, and it could be this is library level organization.
Wait.
It's true. The reason... Yeah,
sorry. But instead of painting your Rolodex like a sushi, you paint it like one of those jelly rolls of fabric.
Yes.
Zing. $1 million idea.
Well done. And so the reason
jelly
I'm
Rolodex.
actually going...
Duh!
Oh my gosh. Dad joke. Quilting dad joke too. Oh,
yeah.
Well done, Mollie. So I'm actually not going to do the Rolodex system because part of organizing, at least for me, is creating as much or as little barrier to maintaining it as possible.
Yeah.
And so the reason that I'm going to hang it on these bins is because then I don't have to dig for it. The moment I put it away, the moment I hide it, means when I get new fabric, I can pretend like I don't need to do the thing. Mm-hmm. Or when I cut a piece of fabric, like if it's just hanging right there, I can just flip through, cross out the yardage on the back, and update it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if I have to go find that file, I'm not going to keep everything up to date. Yep. And so it will... I don't know if it's going to hang directly on the bins, but it's definitely going to hang from the shelf where the bin is, so I can immediately both see it, so I use it, and put my hands on it. And I think this will help me buy less extraneous fabric because I'll be able to see... I think I'm going to organize it by color. I haven't quite decided, but I think I'll organize it, at least the photos, by color. And I think that I will then be able to purchase less extraneous fabric generally because I'll be able to see what I've got and use it.
Good plan.
Cool.
I like it.
Yeah. So that is my overarching ridiculous plan for organizing my fabric.
I like that.
So I'm pretty excited.
I feel like you should do at the very least an Instagram story or maybe even a whole video of you like doing this process for a piece of fabric because I feel like it's a really smart idea.
Oh, that's the plan. I think I will do like a full, like maybe even a full video for my largely neglected YouTube channel that just shows the whole process and then the process being used. Because I'm great at implementing organization solutions, but actually using them on a day-to-day basis is a very different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and I think it's going to really dovetail nicely with my desire to also get rid of just extra crap in my studio area, since I'm creating the idea of being able to put my hands on things that are useful and therefore be able to make things in a much quicker, more organic kind of way. So I'm going to get rid of my excess sewing tools that I have never used but collect because I like tools. And
And
just
because
like all of that stuff.
And because your scissors reproduce on their own.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's true. My scissors and rotary cutters, well, they're on their own, honestly. It's
and they
fine.
are thriving on their own.
Oh, they are thriving. It's true. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I think it'll also make me that I have a lot of fabric scraps that simply do not need to exist that I can't bring myself to get rid of, and I think that'll finally force me to either keep a thing or realize that I'm never going to use this thing that I've been holding on to. And I think that having that extra step of taking the photo and writing down the information is going to make it really clear whether or not a piece of fabric is worth that effort.
Yeah.
So that is my grand plan, friends.
I like it.
Me too.
I mean, my organizational goals are a little more modest, but the need to do these things is very pressing, so I guess I better do them. We talked about this, I think, in a previous episode briefly, but I need to go back through old content and just zhuzh it a little and, like, make sure that it's all clean.
Yeah.
I finally opened the lid of that Pandora's box over Thanksgiving weekend, which was this past weekend. And I started editing, like, my very first blog patterns from back in, like, as far back as, 2011, 2012. And I have improved a lot as a pattern writer. I can tell you that much.
I am not in any way shocked.
Yeah.
But in terms of organization, I also feel like lately I have felt like I have better creative output the less organized I am, which I thought was like something I would never think was true about myself because I'm so generally type A.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And I feel like when stuff is a little disorganized, like when I'm not putting my energy into putting everything perfectly where it goes or cataloging everything perfectly or whatever, I feel like that headspace ends up being perhaps much better used for me in
That
the
makes
process
sense.
of design.
Yeah.
And
That's interesting. Because
Yeah.
I can't do that. And, like, if my surroundings aren't in order, I can't get my brain in order.
yeah, I think I just compartmentalize real hard.
I mean, that's really useful. I think it would be really great to have disorder be a more creative space for me. And I guess disorder isn't, like you said, slight chaos.
Yeah. I mean, if I have too much,
that would be
it's
helpful.
Yeah, if I have too much, it's anxiety inducing for sure. But I feel like when everything's perfectly clean, I'm like, oh, now I'm too tired to do this thing. Crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to make keeping everything in order less work. I'd like to up efficiency, I guess.
I like that.
So I have more creative brain space.
Yeah. But on that same note, because of this, like, kind of acknowledgement of my need for chaos in the creative process, I'm also, like, actively looking for a small studio space at this point, so that my home has a little bit more of a divide from my work.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But it might be too expensive to have that, so we'll see.
Yeah, I've looked at it and have not pulled the trigger a couple of times.
Yeah.
Mostly because then I think winter. Then I would have to go someplace. And I don't know that I feel the need to do that. But in theory, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
I have this, it has been like my, quote, office, and it started that way when I was doing graphic design. And then as I've moved away from doing graphic design and moved into full-time craft design and things, the space just didn't, that's not, you know, it's a desk with a computer and bookshelves and cabinets. It's very small. I think it's like 6 by 8 feet, and it has all of that in it, plus a lot of stuff, you know.
I mean, that's basically what I think that's almost exactly the size that I'm in.
Yeah, and it's like on the floor plan when this was actually added on with some other house edition stuff. The floor plan listed as a closet, which it would be a really big closet. But it just, so since I have transitioned into the kind of work I do, the space never transitioned. It has basically stayed as a, quote, office, but has just gotten all of the craft stuff added in. Just, it's stored there, sort of. It's a mess always. There's just not, it's not organized for the kind of work that I do. The desk is not set up for the kind of work that I need to do. I need to have a computer there, but also space that I can put down like a cutting mat and maybe even put a sewing machine on it. And it's not like that at all. And I bought shelves to start adding on a different kind of wall shelf space to have more organization, things stored in jars or on a pegboard and so on. But I have to clear everything out of the space really in order to make this happen. I can't patch it together. And bless my mom's heart, she wants to help me with this so much. And she keeps going, maybe, what if we did that in December? And I'm like, in December? No, that's the worst time. But the reality is there's never really a good time. But it has to happen. It is a definite goal that needs to happen this 2019, hopefully early in 2019, so that I can start making better use of the space and enjoying working there as opposed to just like setting the stuff in there and then, or grabbing stuff out and then getting out of there and not wanting to be in the middle of it. So it's a big goal.
Yeah.
It's not quite as pleasant as your goals.
So nice for you.
Yeah, it will be. It's just terrifying.
Oh, I mean, it sounds wonderful to me. I would love to be involved.
It's actually embarrassing right now. The space is just, it's just a pit. But oh well, it'll get better. The other part of this organizing thing is I do need to streamline my fabric stash and just get rid of some of the stuff that I just have, and I never use it. Even when I'm looking for something that is maybe a less nice fabric, I still will look at this and be like, okay, but that's still not nice enough. Why am I keeping it? That needs to go. So that will be a project.
Oh, I have a whole stack of that nonsense.
It's just, that's crazy for me to keep it. And
it's got to go.
It could be used by someone else who likes it. Sometimes it's just a personal taste thing. You know, it's not like it's terrible fabric. It's just that. And then the tower of craft magazines is threatening to kill me. Like it's terrible. And it's a combination of a long-term subscription that I finally ended, not because I don't like the magazine. It's a wonderful magazine, except that there's just so many of them, and I don't have time to read them all. I can't get rid of them because I have not read them, but it's ridiculous. I don't have a place to store them. And this is going to sound terrible, but I also have then the growing stack of magazines that I'm in. And
Yeah.
I feel like I can't get rid of those because
Yeah.
Oh no, I've got a dedicated shelf for things that I am in.
yeah, it's like
Books and magazines.
at times it feels like a little bit vain, like, well, here's all of the things that I'm in. That's not what it's about, but it's like, what do I do?
And that's your portfolio.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
You definitely need to keep that stuff.
I don't know what the storage solution is for that, but I need to find something.
Oh, I need to also. I feel like I dodged a bullet because one of them is no longer going to be printed. And so I'm really bummed that it's Modern Patchwork. I'm really bummed that Modern Patchwork isn't going to exist anymore, and I think it was a really dumb choice to remove the magazine that appealed to youngish, hippish people of an age with disposable income. But nobody asked for my opinion on that. And I'm also kind of relieved because now I'm not going to have to figure out how to store any other ones.
Yeah. It's terrible, but it is a definite problem.
That is a real crafter problem.
Yeah, very serious.
Oh.
Well, on that note,
goodness.
I think we've about covered our New Year's resolutions.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Storm just woke up from her nap and hasn't
Perfect
started
timing.
crying yet. So
Hey, that's good.
she's informed us that
All
it's
right.
time for us to stop talking to the computer.
I think that is very reasonable. But before we stop talking to the computer, or to us, or to you, dear listeners, in whatever devices you are using to listen to us, I would like to ask you a favor. And that favor is, if you like hanging out with us and talking about crafts, would you pretty please leave the Very Serious Crafts podcast a 5-star rating on whichever platform you use to listen to your podcasts?
Yes, please.
Because, I mean, it would be super nice and it would make us feel really warm and fuzzy about ourselves.
We do like
but
happy dances over those things. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. But it also would help other crafters because good ratings help us show up in recommendations, which helps more people who love crafting find us. And so it isn't just a making us feel better thing. Leaving us a good rating actually really does help us and help more people get to hear us. So that would be great, and we would appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Woo!
All right,
thank you
friends.
for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for the good chat, as always.
Yeah.
Yes, and Happy New Year and happy organizing! Yay!
And happy end of season 1 of Very Serious Crafts, y'all.
That's right.
It's true. This is
We've made it to the end of the year,
season
and
1.
we'll start up in our next episode with season 2, and I think we're finally planning on sharing our stories of getting into trouble with our crafting.
That's true. We're going to be breaking the law. Yeah, I just realized that it won't actually be it won't be the new year yet quite when this is released, I don't think.
Yeah, this comes
so,
out the 31st.
Happy New Year in advance.
Yeah, we're still celebrating. It's all good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to plan ahead for your resolutions and your organization.
Exactly. So when you
All right.
listen to this, be sure to also share what your crafty resolutions are with us, because we want to know.
Yes, and tag us. We exist on all of the social media platforms, so let us know that you're talking about it.
Woo!
All right, folks.
All right.
Have a great day.
You too.
Talk to y'all
Bye,
soon.
guys.
Bye.
Loved this episode of the Very Serious Crafts podcast? Head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It's very much appreciated.